Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another recap of Baddies South episode 13 with into the thick of it. Like, we almost at the end. We don't know how much longer we got left, but we are so close to the end. Like, oh my gosh. So far, there's chaos with Miss Sydney, Sydney Star, or what, like Jayla call her, Sydney No Star. Like, she's still trying to come in and find her ways to, be a part of the second season or be on tour with them. But then, as you realize, the season is almost up and you still trying to get your attention and call the scene. So while they're still at Anthony's party, she cut her off. So at this point he left the stage and he did not want to get back up there to perform. But eventually security got her out. And they all encouraged Gutter to come out and perform. He did his song. He looked it bad. He looked it good. He did amazing. And then after that, Cash Doll came up. Mind you, she just had her baby, so she looked amazing as well. She didn't miss no beat. Like, 9 months off where she was back in action. Basically, everybody was turned up, living their best life. Their party was a success. And Anthony did his big one, like, as he should. So as they're leaving the party, they eventually had enough. They're leaving the party. Everybody's in the parking lot. And the girls are heading to the bus. Natalie ends up carrying Persuasion out to the bus. And everybody gets on. And then eventually you just see all these people start getting on the bus. And come to find out, Natalie's letting some of the fans get on the bus. Mind you, Rolly, she did not like that. She was ready to go home. And, as she was sitting on the bus, they kept stepping on her feet. So she was highly upset about that. Eventually, Natalie let some more people go on the bus. And they was just having a good time. So you had Curtis, Jonathan. I'm not sure if Gutter was on the bus with them. Some of the other stars that was there at Anthony's party was on the bus as well. So they was all turning lit. So I think Natalie, somehow or another, Sydney saw them and she was standing in front of the bus. So she was like, let me speak to Natalie. Natalie was just like, I don't know. And then eventually she was like, oh, let me just go see what this girl wants. So mind you, Jayla and Persuasion, they ready. They gonna go. They're like at the door like, what's up? You with it? So Natalie ends up going to where Sydney is, and they start talking. Next year, you see whoop, Persuasion yank that girl here and was tussling her. Was like, listen, I'm gonna get you. So eventually, the security broke them up. Then Natalie and Sydney start going at it, talking, whatever. Then, Persuasion and Sydney started getting into it, and Persuasion got her again. She was like, Sydney was like, I'm gonna fight you like a woman. And Persuasion was like, fight me like a woman? All right, fair square. Like, you ain't coming for me, I ain't coming for you, so like that. So she got her, knocked her, rocked her on the floor. And it was just like, mind you, everybody done pulled off each other. Hold on. Yeah, so basically the security done pulled the girls off of each other. Eventually Natalie and Sydney still tried to talk. Sydney's still trying to say, like, listen, oh, you told me I was supposed to be part of the second season. We had all this long talk and stuff that. Then you see Jayla and Persuasion. They was just like, eventually they broke it up and they went their separate ways. And then, they head to the house. So when they get to the house, you have Rolly and Slim and Jayla. They're all in the kitchen talking about, like, what really happened between Sydney and Star and how they all felt about Gutter not performing at first and stuff like that. Sydney coming to the show. And then in walks Natalie. So they're all talking about, they were just like, I just don't feel like that's what should have happened. Like, why she's still trying to be around us? Why she keep trying to be like with us? Like, you had your time. That was a whole year ago. You had your 15 minutes of fame. Just let it go. Like, when people want to be in your position, like, you're not giving them the time to shine. You just want to take instead of give. Like, in order to receive, you got to give, but you can't be selfish and just want to be all about yourself. So they're talking about it, and they're just like, well, whatever. And then Natalie mentioned that one of her friends, they was asking, like, is they giving off the information to Sydney to figure out where they at? Because realistically, she done pulled up on them on numerous occasions from, I think, Charlotte all the way to Houston. So she been around. Like, she probably been lurking around and watching their every move to figure out where they was actually at. So they were just like, nah, we ain't with that. So they end up leaving and getting ready to go upstairs to go get ready for Persuasion's event that she had going on that she was going to take them to. Jayla and Ann decided they wasn't going to go because they were tired. So they go upstairs, and then you got Scotty and Bree. They're talking about, like, what really happened and why they're doing so. And walks Persuasion. She was like, well, what? Scotty was like, what really happened between the whole fight and stuff at Anthony's thing on the bus? And Persuasion broke it down like, listen, I wanted to knock her out since Nashville when she ended up bumming rushing them at the club, and she was throwing and Sydney was throwing the drink at Rolly, but instead of hitting Rolly, ended up hitting Persuasion. So Persuasion was ready tight behind that. So she was like, so when she see her next, she got her. So she knocked her 1 and 2 times, and the rest was history. So eventually they got tired of that. They all left to go to Persuasion's event. Everybody get there looking nice. It was just crazy. Like, this girl would not let them be, for real. So she's Persuasion debut her what her life is, a stripper. So she did a dance and everything. Everybody was feeling the vibes and stuff like that. But Rolly, she kind of felt like if you was doing this, like, you should have been on the stage, not just in our section. Because for all that, she do that on a regular basis. So for have y'all seen Persuasion, she be dancing and stuff like that. Like, listen, you could have been on stage and you could have got mad money for doing that. Like, for all that, we could have stayed home and we could have watched you do the same thing, gave you some coins. Like, So whatever, long story short, all the girls had a good time. The strip club was a vibe. Everybody didn't have to fight each other. So that was a plus. It was just a good event. Like, from Anthony's party to Persuasion thing, they just all felt the vibe, minus, the Sydney situation. But other than that, the girls enjoyed themselves. And let's see. Sneak peek of next week. Oh my gosh, Sydney again. I don't know how she keep finding them, but she on them like clockwork. Like, you would think she was the detective, the way she on them, like, for real. Like, just let it go. Just let it go. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this recap. Y'all stay tuned for next week's episode, and I will see y'all in next week's episode. Bye.